Well, all right. Your opening statement. Any questions?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good day. It was a long day, and it's probably good for us to play a doubleheader. And we feel like there's probably a couple coming down the road. Played a good amount of our position players, and thought we had a lot of pitchers do really well today. So, the first game we had Smith on a pitch count, and when he got to it, that's why we didn't send him out for the fifth. It was kind of like, he's pitching next Friday. We're trying to get him. We just don't want to ever overdo it because he's going to be on one less day. So, uh, it seems like a long time ago, but he ended up throwing the ball, fairly well there. And I thought the second game, Brady, he would probably tell you, and you saw it. He just didn't command his fastball like he did last week. Last week it was great. Today he used a breaking ball a lot, and fastball was. I think in the third inning he got it going a little bit better, but his pitch count got up there in the fourth, and obviously we got him out. So it was good to see Cody Frank come in and get us some quick outs. He got 2 outs on 2 pitches, and then gave us 2 more innings, kind of slowed him down a little bit, and felt like we had some balls hard. Kind of the breaks of the game. They get a base hit, they're about ready to take the lead 2-1, the ball hits their runner, and it's we came in and just kept getting them out. And then we finally put together that 4-run fifth and felt pretty good about it after that. So it's good to see the bats break loose late in the game. And I don't know, I feel like I'm bouncing back to 2 good different games, but it was it was good to see some guys swing the bat pretty good there, especially towards the end of the second game.
What about Stillwell? Just your thoughts on how he played today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously just hit, and he's real close to being in the field. I don't feel like I'll play him tomorrow, but maybe Tuesday in the field. And again, I'll see how he feels tomorrow in the morning after running around the bases a lot. He was on base a lot. It was really good to see him swinging the bat the way he did, and he got tested his first at bat in that first game, and when he had to run full speed to beat out that base hit, and a little nervous as it was got down the line, got him infield hit, and then he had a nice single on a changeup. Hit really stayed through it in the first inning of the second game, and then obviously the home run. I mean, that was really really pretty swing. Stayed back and used his hands and kept it right inside that foul pole, and I thought he looked really good. Looked like he hadn't really skipped a beat.
He had 5 RBI for you today, and they all came with 2 outs. What did you think about the way he hit in those crucial situations?
Yeah, it was great. He got a base hit to left, and I don't even remember which game. It might have been first game when he singled to left with a runner on third and 2 outs, and I know he got another hit with 2 outs. It drove in a run, and then obviously, he took a pitch I think to get the count to 2-2. And then he laid off a borderline pitch. It was a ball, and then he got him a pitch he could handle, and he hit it about as far as you can hit it. And that's when we kind of caught our breath a little bit. We had a 5-run lead or 4-run lead, whatever it was at the time, and he had a good day.
Up until you got those 2 home runs in the fifth, would you say it had been kind of a frustrating day offensively for you?
Yeah, it was a little bit frustrating. We knew we were going to get into with their first 2 pitchers. The first guy he's really hard to hit if you're left-handed. I won't go into it too much, but he's a really good changeup, and his break ball, the way he throws it, it's just different. And the reliever they brought in, almost the same type of guy. Like the right-handers hit him better. That's why I was bringing in right-handed hitters for my lefties to try to hit those guys a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that can frustrate you, and we did just enough, obviously, to win. And then, the second game, a little frustrating as well early, because basically what we were getting is fastballs and changeups. And then he started spinning a few sliders, and we struck out too much second game. I think our guys would tell you that. And it's a little 4:35 o'clock. It's not real easy to see the ball compared to, say, in the middle of the day or when the sun goes down and you're just under the lights. It's different. It's, you know, it's tough for both teams. But I thought McNeese played really hard, and they were in both games really. I mean, the first game obviously they were in it till the end. In the second game, you know, I think we got out of a jam there, and then Cody got us out of a jam. But they had a chance early to score some runs on us.
Obviously, Gackle's come through for you in big spots before, but it seems like he just keeps getting better and better in these high leverage spots just through a month of the season. What have you learned about his makeup and just how he handles these situations?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a lot to the table, especially late in the game, because he's a really good athlete and he can field his position. You know, a lot of times late in the game, they're going to try to bunt on you, do some things, try to find a way to win. Obviously, he's throwing a lot of strikes, keeping the ball in the mid-90s, got a good breaking ball, and using his changeup. I guess what I found out about him, I mean, we like him back there. We trust him. He doesn't seem to get rattled. And, you know, that's 2 or 3 times already this year we brought him in tight games with bases loaded. And, you know, he's done a great job for us.
I'm sure power's not the only thing you're concerned about, but, you know, it's good to see you guys show some of that pop in the lineup, especially with Jones and Eloy there in that inning. Just how encouraging is that to see kind of what the ceiling for this offense can be?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even come close. We've frustrated because we know that we get everybody healthy, trying to figure out who to play a little bit. You know, left field has kind of been up and down, and you know, Lovich has done a nice job, and you know, Jones has hit some home runs, and you know, Edmondson's he's had his moments too. Center field's been a little frustrating because it's really good defense, but not much offense, and we feel like there's more there. You know, we think that, you know, we won a lot of games and we haven't played great. We played good. We pitched really good. We know the hitting is going to get better as we get more at bats, and you know, these guys just gain a little bit of confidence. But getting Stovall back and can solidify some things. We should have turned a couple double plays today that we didn't turn, and you know, those will cost you. You know, you got to turn those things.
Stovall back, but you know, Nolan also had a good day. Peyton Holt had a great day. Just how encouraging is it, you know, as the guys are getting healthy, that competition is still going on. Everyone's kind of finding their own way to contribute.
Yeah, it's a good situation. You know, you never have enough. You know, you can say, well, you got all those great arms. What are you going to do? But you always find yourself needing one more, and it's usually the way position player wise. You know, you got guys that are good, but they're not all swinging it at the same time. So you can go to the next guy, and you know, you can pick the guy up a little bit. It's nice to have options. It's good to see some guys healing up a little bit. You know, because it's a long season. We got a lot of games to play.
The pitch count for Hagan has been very gradual right now, early in the season, and it's obviously working as well. Does that take maybe a bigger step next week with Missouri and
Well,
SEC play?
he would have thrown 90 plus today if you know, if we were playing Friday, he would have whatever. But we're trying to give him, you know, just give him a little bit of a break because he has less time to get ready. So yeah, I mean, next weekend he'll be whatever we need, whatever he looks like it needs to be done. You know, we're not going to probably throw him 100 pitches or much over it, but if that's what it took and he feels good, then he can go that. Depends on the weather. It depends on a lot of things.
So you had Dylan Carter up in the bullpen. I mean, is the downside of the run rule that you didn't get to bring him into a low stress situation?
Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, we told Diggs to get a hit, but we told him not to hit a home run. And be honest with you, we did. And then we kidded. We said, okay, just go ahead. And he crushed that ball. We knew it was going right, left the bat. But yeah, you know, Dylan, he's got good stuff. And if it's a leverage situation, I don't have a problem putting him in, even though he hadn't pitched in 10 months. Because I've seen him throw to our guys live hitting, and you know, he's held his own out there. And but yeah, so you know, he got hot. So I don't know if he'll be available tomorrow. He'll definitely be ready to go on Tuesday, if not.
That's good.
Coach, Brady Tiger continues to be consistent on Saturday after Saturday. What does that say about him that you can throw him out there and, you know, he can give you 4 to 5 innings of shutout ball?
Yeah, he's been really good. And I'm sure he'd tell you if he was sitting up here that he didn't have his best stuff today. It was all about command. His stuff was good. His breaking ball was amazing. last week, like I said, he could spot that fastball to his glove side at will. It was easy for him. Not so much today. It's just the way the game works, your body works, your mind works. It's hard to repeat everything, but he's so good at working out of a jam. He got himself in a jam, he got himself out. I think a little bit of that, experience that he gained 2 years ago when he was finishing games early in the season for us is really helping him as a starter. I think that Smith the same way. If he gets into a jam, he's really good at getting out of them, and he's had a lot of experience coming in and closing games and finishing games. So, yeah, Tiger's been really good.
Hudson White too, also a couple hits in the first game. What have you seen out of him? Is there a change in his approach after struggling the last couple of weeks, or just one of those days where he was able to put the ball and find the gaps?
Probably a little bit of approach, but more than anything, this game's so mental. You got to get over it, and sometimes you just got to just say heck with it and quit worrying about everything. And I saw him a little freer today. It was really good to see him, especially drive that ball into right center. That was a big hit for us. That was another 2-out RBI, and I think in the first game. So, yeah, if we can get them all going, it'd be nice if we can get it going by next Friday about 6.
Thanks, sir.
Okay.
We'll have one more.
Yeah.
The play where the line drive hit the base runner, how much of a turning point do you feel like that was, and how fortunate did you feel to get out of that inning?
Yeah, I mentioned it at the beginning. I mean, it's the luck of the game. Then we come in and line into a double play that would have been a double down the line. I mean, crazy things happen. Yeah, I mean, that's probably going to score 2 on that one for sure, but probably 2, and they're going to have the lead and still be hit, and we'll be down 2-1. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a turning point. I think we were going to score some runs, but it definitely changed the middle of that game.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Okay. See you guys.